Hey everyone, you're watching It's Lit with Britt. Now it's time once again for my Pac-12 picks of the week. Last week, I was 2 for 4 with my picks. My first game that I had gotten wrong was the Colorado-Arizona game. Now, I was very surprised with how the Wildcats were able to handle themselves on the road. I thought that the environment and the change in altitude and the weather would get the best of them, but it did not. They were able to bring that win back to Tucson. And the other game, if you've watched any of my It's Lit with Britt, you know that Stanford is the team that I really struggled to figure out what they're going to do from week to week. I had picked Washington to beat Stanford, but as everyone knows, there was that big upset, and Stanford was able to get that win. Now, this week, we have 3 teams with a bye. Those teams are Cal, UCLA, and Stanford. So let's talk about the games that we do have on the schedule for this week. First up on Friday, we have Colorado at Oregon. Now, anything can happen on any given day when 2 college football teams meet, but I have got to say, I'm picking Oregon in this game. I think that Colorado just does not have what it takes, from what I've seen at least, to defeat Oregon. I've got the Ducks winning it. On Saturday, we have Washington State at Arizona State. I'm picking ASU in this one, but they have got to make sure that they don't overlook the Cougars. Now, defensive coordinator Danny Gonzalez says that playing against Washington State is like a game of cat and mouse, and you have got to be ready for anything because they will switch it up on you without any sort of warning. After that, we have USC on the road at Notre Dame. Now, I'm picking Notre Dame in this one. Even though USC has Keaton Slovis returning as their quarterback, I still don't think that it's going to be enough for the Trojans to pull out the win, but I do think that they will have a chance, however, if Notre Dame does get off to a slow start, which is something that they have struggled with this year. After that, we have Utah at Oregon State. Now, I'm picking Utah. I know Oregon State is coming into this game with a whole lot of momentum behind them after this win against UCLA on the road, but I don't think that they're going to have what it takes to beat Utah. I think defensively, the Utes are going to shut them down, and I think offensively, Utah is going to continue to move the ball down the field and just put the points on against the Beavers. So finally, we have Washington at Arizona. I've got Washington in this game, but it was a very tough pick for me because I feel like neither team has really played incredibly consistent this year. Arizona's done well, but they haven't had consistently great performances, and Washington has had a couple upsets. So like I said, anything can happen, but I'm going with Washington in this game. But anyways, thank you so much for watching It's Lit with Britt, guys. Let's see how these games play out this weekend.